Hey, this is Meg here. It's Skylark Beauty. This is the beginning of my video. I just wanted to show you guys that I'm starting the video using the Ordinary AHA 30% plus BHA 2% peeling solution. And it looks beet red, and it's a mask that you put on for no longer than 10 minutes, and it will resurface your skin and it will slough off all the dead skin cells. And dullness is one of the problems that I have, and so this combats the dullness a lot. And it was only like $7.90 at Ulta, so I definitely don't suggest it yet because this is my first time using it, but I'm hoping that it gets rid of all the dead skin cells and really brightens up my complexion. So we'll see. I'll see you in a sec. Hi, and welcome back to my channel. I finally washed off the face peel, and so my face is looking a little red and a little raw. That is what it is. There we go. And Jerry wants to say hi. Look, there you go. Okay, so after the face peel, my skin feels very sensitive and very vulnerable, so I'm going to put some of this Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel Lotion in SPF 30. I love this stuff. It's like really, ooh. Yeah, so shake it up because it does separate a little bit, but it really is like a water cream. Jerry, no. Oh, yeah. And it has a pleasant, nice kind of spa-like smell to it. So this is going to moisturize that new fresh layer of skin that was underneath that I finally got off all the dead skin cells with that peeling solution. I've been eyeing that peeling solution for a while, and I got a gift certificate to Ulta for Christmas. So my mom and I went and we like raided the store. Okay, we didn't raid the store. I barely got anything because everything's so expensive these days, but I did get a fair amount of stuff, and I was gonna do an Ulta haul, but I put it all away and then I forgot what I got that was new, and some of it's gonna be in this video, so at least it'll be in this video, right? I can't do a formal haul anymore because I forgot to put everything in a little cute bin so that I could do the haul, so oh well. I just hydrated my skin. Now I'm gonna go in with this brand new primer that I got from Ulta, and it is the Cover FX Dewy Skin Primer that's hydrating. Just like that. And there should be a little seal on it, like that, a little metal seal. I don't know what consistency this is gonna be like. Oh, ooh. It's very kind of oily feeling. I don't know if I like that or not. I don't know if that means my foundation is gonna slip around on it or not. I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, I don't know if I like this or not. I have a feeling that my foundation might slip around on it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit on my skin, and hopefully it'll sink in and it will prevent any pilling from happening, because the last thing I want is pilling of my foundation, because it's a new foundation I'm trying today. This is like semi-new impressions, but I don't know if I like this primer or not. It feels very greasy. It doesn't feel so much hydrating as it does greasy, kind of like oily, unless it's separated because I haven't used it yet, and it might have sat there in the warehouse or whatever, because I got this one online. It might have sat there in the warehouse and separated. So let me shake it up and see if that changes it at all. Nope, still same consistency. Okay, so it's very kind of greasy feeling. That sit for a few minutes and I'll be right back because I really don't want to put foundation right on top of that. It still feels really greasy, guys. Maybe I used too much. I'm trying to massage it in as much as I can. The foundation that I'm gonna go in with is new, and it is the Skin Feels Good from Lancome. It's Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 23. It's a hydrating skin tint with healthy glow. It has hyaluronic acid in it. It says that it has 2 out of 4 circle things of coverage. And I got 025W Soft Beige. A squeezy tube, but it's not a squeezy tube. a squeezy tube, but it's not a squeezy tube. It's a pump. I learned this yesterday when I was looking at it. It's so slippy. I think I used way too much. I don't want to say that it's a bad primer yet. I just think I used too much. So let's pump some out. And as I always do, I pumped and dot it around my face. That's how I always do my makeup. I have a lovely pimple that popped up out of nowhere. I don't usually get pimples. So the pump, you can't really control that much. I don't like that. Here we go, guys. Here goes nothing. I'm just gonna try and blend this in, buff this in. So I'm keeping in mind that this is a skin tint and it's gonna have light coverage. So I'm not looking for anything too crazy coverage-wise. It's spreading fine over the Hydrating Cover FX primer. It's spreading fine. Wow, this is like super light coverage here. Like it's not covering up any of my redness from the peel I did. Yeah, I don't think I like that. I mean, I know that's very soon to make a judgment call about it, but look at it. Like, you can still see it. It's like I didn't put anything on at all. Yeah, I don't like that. And I have an appointment to go to after this, so I don't want to try and build it up because it's so dewy already. Look at that, it's so dewy, but for the sake of first impressions, let me just try and build it up some more. And this pump is really inconsistent. I don't like that at all. So far, I'm not liking this stuff. And it's a pretty penny too. Jerry, no! Like I'm trying to pump it out. It's brand new. Look at this. As soon as I spread it out, this might be better for the summer if I'm going out in the sun. Yeah, there's like no coverage here. That's a bummer. I really wanted to like this stuff because Samantha Ravndahl like raves about it. I know she mixes a lot of foundations together, so maybe she mixes one that has like more coverage to it, and that's why it looks so good on her. But I mean, it barely covered anything. That's what we're gonna use today. So now we're gonna go in and contour. Okay. So that's my contour on top of the skin tint at this point. Not my fave, gotta be honest. I don't have any new concealers. Actually, yeah, this is new. It's the Bye Bye Under Eye Full Coverage Anti-Aging Waterproof Concealer. Ooh, yeah, this is full coverage. See, so compared to, oh gosh, oh geez. And I use just a tiny, tiny bit. So compared to the coverage of the Skin Feels Good, this is really, really heavy coverage. This might be too much coverage for the skin tint, who knows? And I don't even feel like I need to use a brush. I can just use my finger to spread this out. That primer, I think, really messed things up. I think the only saving grace, possible saving grace, is the finishing powder that I use. The powder I'm gonna go in with, I've never used either, so that's a first impression, and it is the Ethereal Setting Powder. It's in nice packaging. And it's in the shape of a heart. That's cute. Grab a powder brush. And hopefully this saves my greasy ass face. So it's very fine. Right off the bat, I'm noticing it's very fine. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, that's silky. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I don't know what that is. Yeah, this is really silky. And there's a hair in my. This is very silky and it's very, very finely milled. I like that. Lovely, lovely. Digging it. Have you ever just woken up on the wrong side of the bed? I feel like I have. I just woke up with an attitude today. I don't know what my problem is. Even after coffee, I still feel sassy. And then I think the fact that things aren't going well with this makeup doesn't really help either. So the Skin Feels Good is a good match color-wise, but it just, No wonder, because it's barely doing anything. It barely covers my skin at all. I would use that as like a BB cream underneath my foundation. It was so light. Like I would use that as like a BB cream. Like my pimple. Hey there. Very visible. Very visible. All right, bronzer I'm gonna use. I've used maybe like 3 or 4 times, but I like it. I know I like it. And it's the Dolce bronzer, the baked bronzer from Milani. And so I'm just gonna take a tapered brush. This is baked, so it's dome, and it has like some pretty veining in it, and it is a little shimmery. So it can pull a little orange sometimes, and I think it's gonna do that. Yep, it's gonna do that today. So it can pull a little orange, and I expected it to pull a little orange today for some reason, but it does add like a nice light, I don't know, sun-kissed, healthy glow to the skin, you know? It does its job. It's a good bronzer. I have a doctor's appointment later, but I think they'll pardon my horrible makeup job for the day. So that was my Dolce bronzer from Milani. Then let's go in with some blush. The blush I'm going to use is brand new. It's from e.l.f. It's their Luminous blush. It's their primer infused luminous blush. Their primer infused luminous blush, and the color I want to go in with is Always Silly, and it's their shimmer edition. So they had the primer infused blushes, but now they have the shimmer edition blushes. And so I like shimmer in my blush sometimes, and I'm in the mood, so this is what it looks like. You can definitely see the shimmer. Let's see, let's hope it's not too crazy. I'm gonna go in with a Duo Fiber stippling brush from Farrah so as to maybe not go so crazy with the color. I'm gonna knock it off real good. And then let's see what happens. Holding my breath. Oh, all right. Okay, that's not as intense as I thought it was gonna be. Yeah, you can still see my freckles and everything through this skin tint. It's like I didn't do anything. It's like I didn't put anything on my skin. There's like nothing on it, no foundation, no base. You can see it's not too bright. It's not my ring light's having a temper tantrum. Did anything else go wrong? All right, so it's not bad. It's like making this humming noise too. I don't know what that's about. Okay, so there we go. And now we're gonna do some highlight. And the highlight I've used a couple times. I really like it. It's the Wet n Wild highlight. It's the Wet n Wild highlight, loose shimmering highlight in I'm So Lit. And let's just gently go in here. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. And I'm just taking what's on the cap here. I'm not even like knocking out any extra. I'm just using what's on the cap. And I really like to buff it into the skin to make it look kind of wet looking, like very dewy. All right, so that looks great. That looks great. Okay. That redeemed this look a little bit. It's still super brightening. That concealer's really, really light. Let me just do a throwback, and I'm gonna use some Anastasia Dip Brow in the color dark brown, the pomade. I like this stuff. I've just been using pencils lately because I've been kind of lazy. So anyway, how was y'all's new year? I hope it was good and safe and happy. Yeah, I went to a couple restaurants with Ling. I was sick all Christmas, and if you saw my last upload, I sounded like a frog. So I wore out pretty quickly that evening. I was ready to go home, and I don't even think we made it to midnight. When you get to be my age, there's nothing really exciting to stay up for, and drinking's lost its novelty, and You don't want to be hungover the next day because you've learned at that point in your life, hopefully you've come to the conclusion and you've learned that it's not worth the pain the next day. Sometimes it is. Some occasions call for that. But most of the time, a hangover is never worth it to me. So I was really messy just now. I'm really tired still today, and the cough is gone. I'm not coughing, which is nice, but I'm going to use that as my excuse for my horrible brows. So I'm just gonna leave them like that. Yeah, that's my brows. All right, capiche? All right, so now we're gonna go in with a new eyeshadow palette that I've not used yet, and it is the Smoke Show from ColourPop. Got it in the mail, very excited. It's got a little styrofoam protector, and then this ever fun, if you can get it with your damn nails, peeling this mirror right off. Nice. All right, so it's got a mirror, which is nice. This is the color scheme that we're looking at here. Nice and monochromatic and gray. A 35E Farrah fluffy blending brush. I'm gonna go into Young Love, this white shade. I'm gonna see how white this really is. Here we go. Okay, so it's not that white, it's just a light cream. It might look, or on a deeper complexion, it might look a little too crazy, but at least for my light complexion, it's not that bad. With Stone Face, that one right there, and see how deep this is, because sometimes these things are deceiving and they come out a lot deeper. Oh, I was wrong. I thought that was going to be a deep gray. You can build it up. I'm building it up. You can see me building it up, right? So 2020. The only goal I have is to get through it alive and to progress in school. That's really my only goal. And to maybe get a few more followers in here. That wouldn't hurt. So yeah, you can build it up. I look like Britney Spears and oops, I did it again. So that's exactly what I was going for. Good to know. And one of the grays in here is actually kind of a purple gray. And then the other ones, like this one I'm putting on, is a blue gray. I mean, technically this is like a light blue. It's a gray, obviously, but it's like blue toned, right? So Ignite is the kind of purple one right here, purple gray, and I might have to use that. I'm gonna take that same brush and I'm gonna dip into Ignite, this one. Oh, okay, that's very smoky. Okay, all right. Okay, that's super pigmented. I might have to do a cut crease because I just totally messed that up. Cut the crease halfway, deepen out the outside, and then do a wing liner. How original, right? So that's all we're gonna do. And then now I'm gonna grab some concealer and I'm gonna cut out that crease. So I'm gonna dot it like that. And for monolids, you might be wondering how high do you take the cut crease? I just kind of eyeball it every single time. I don't take it up that high because I don't have a crease, as I've mentioned before. So I don't usually take it up that high. I find it looks kind of weird and like clownish if I take it up too high, like kind of like when people over outline their lips and then you're like, come on girl, I know that's not what you're really working with, but people do it anyway. That's kind of what it looks like if I overdraw my cut crease. The same brush I did the cut crease with, because it has a little bit of foundation concealer left on it. So I'm gonna go in with Starstruck, this middle shade. It is actually a metallic, as you can see. I'm gonna go in with that and hopefully it picks up nicely. Whoa, 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 whoa. Tin foil alert. Whoa. Holy smokes. Okay. ColourPop did not come here to play. Look at that. Jesus Christ almighty. That is no joke. And it spreads beautifully. Beautifully. Alright, so all I have to do is deepen up the outer V and then put some lashes on. I'm gonna go in with some of Night Dream. This one, it has sparkles in it. With a semi-fluffy brush. Like that. Is take a clean, but Jerry, I can't see it. A clean blending brush and go over the edges so that it doesn't look so sloppy in a second. But see, that's all you need to do to the outer corner. That's all you need to do. So then I'm going to take a fluffy brush, another clean 35E from Farrah, and I'm just going to go over everything, the very outside edges, very lightly to kind of meld everything together, not getting into the cut crease, just above it, just above the cut crease, to try and meld everything together, and a little on the outside of the eye. That Skin Feels Good is not the way to go, folks, in my opinion. If you want any kind of coverage, that is not the way to go. I'm going to use the Balm Schwing Liner, which is super dark and inky. And move you over this, move you over this way. It's super dark and inky. But it is like by far the blackest eyeliner I've ever been able to find. The inkiest, blackest eyeliner. Although it is not waterproof, so if you cry, this makes the biggest mess. I had a breakdown once wearing this. It was not pretty, let me tell you. But it goes over metallics very nicely, as you can see. So I like to just do the bold line across the lashes first before I do my wings. I don't know why, that's just how I've always done it. Since I'm wearing lashes for the first time, I'm really gonna wing it out because I don't know how much is gonna be hidden by the lashes. So I'm not gonna play it safe, I'm gonna play it safe by making a really big fat wing. Would it kill you to do equal wings for once in your life, Megan? I think it would. I'm gonna do lashes for the first time and I will be right back. Okay, so this is me. Oh yeah. I'm still getting the lashes down, folks. I'm still trying to learn how to put them on correctly, but I think I did pretty well with these guys. These are really, really pretty. I got them from Marshall's for $3.99. They are the Calla lashes in the style cashmere. I think they're very pretty. Very fluffy and natural looking. And so that's that for those. And then for my lip color, I wanted to use the ColourPop matte lip color in Love Bug. This really pretty shade. So let's put this on. Oh, it's kind of like a russet color, like a sienna. For the future, I really need to remember to exfoliate. So that is the color Love Bug, and I think my eyelash is coming off. Oh no, it's not. It just feels weird like that. These inner corners are bitch. Okay, so that's color Love Bug, and this is the final look. It turned out all right. I like the Smoke Show palette. I do not like the foundation. Just giving a quick rundown of all the products. I don't like the foundation at all. I like the bronzer and the blush. Yeah, it's patchy because I don't think that primer really did me any favors. I think the primer was way too dewy, so things started catching on it. So it's not the best application of bronzer and blush I've ever done, but oh well. I don't really like the primer, I think, and the primer and the foundation just set the face up for failure. But the highlight's still going strong, and I love that highlight, the I'm So Lit highlight from Wet n Wild. Awesome. The ABH brow pomade, it's just impeccable as usual. The eyeshadows went on great. I really like this Smoke Show palette. It's awesome. I wish I'd used it sooner, but I had just been anxious and putting off making videos like this here in the apartment. I've been making them at my other place, and so this is my first video back with really good lighting. Well, good lighting for me, that I would be able to that I'd be able to make a video with, and you'd actually be able to see the details like the falsies and things like that. So I really like this lipstick, Love Bug from ColourPop, their matte lipstick. And excuse Terry, excuse the bird, he's just Jerry. So anyway, oh, I think the inner part's coming off. I'm so paranoid this is gonna come off when I'm out. Should I bring lash glue with me when I go out? I don't know. Anyway, I haven't done a cut crease in a while, and I think that turned out all right. So that all being said, and this video being like 45 minutes long, I apologize ahead of time, but whenever you try new stuff, you never know what's gonna go down, and you never know what's gonna work and what's gonna work easily and what is just gonna give you a really hard time. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'd love to have you as part of the flock with Jerry and I. And I hope you had a great new year, and I hope that you'll stick around for some future videos. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you later. Bye.